Welcome back, everyone. In this video, I want to talk about the top mistakes that I've seen made on exams when it comes to time value of money. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because sometimes my students will make this mistake through the entirety of the exam. And when they go back, they really feel bad because they understand where they made the mistake, but the damage has already been done. And they could have gotten so much, they could have done so much better had they just had this top of mind when they were going through the exam. So I want to make sure that you're well aware of these common mistakes before you take an exam when it has to do with time value of money. Okay, so these are not in a specific order, but there's only 3 of them, so this should be a very quick video. The first one's very basic: clearing time value of money. I just, I say this all the time in my class. Second, clear time value of money sets all the time value of money terms to 0. I do it, it's like a ritual. Before I even start any problem, I clear my time value of money. You don't want any leftover information from a previous problem. Now, you may say, yes, but I'm making sure I input every single term. Well, you know what? That's just not good enough for me. If it's a difference between getting a B or an A on the exam, I would rather just clear time value of money before every single problem. Okay? So simple, easy to do. So the mistake is not clearing your time value of money. The second mistake is not being in the right mode. Okay, students not being in begin mode when they should be in end mode, or actually solving a problem correctly, putting your calculator in begin mode, getting the right answer for that problem. But then when you move on to the next question, it's a problem that's supposed to be in end mode, but you've left your calculator in begin mode. And that one's heartbreaking because you did the process correctly, you read the problem right, but you didn't ensure you were in the right mode. And I think part of this is sometimes students don't know what to look for when you should set your calculator to begin mode. So I've made a short list for you guys. If obviously it says annuity due, if the problem says annuity due, change your calculator to begin mode. If almost, I don't want to say every time, but if you see anywhere in the problem at the beginning of each year, that should be alarm bells, okay? Okay, maybe I need to be in begin mode for this problem. Payments made at the start. That's another key phrase that, okay, I should consider putting my calculator in begin mode, obviously based on the context of the problem, but usually, especially in beginning courses when you're learning time value of money, that is a key phrase. Beginning immediately, that's a favorite of mine, okay? You need to make payments beginning immediately, or you're going to get paid beginning immediately, right? All of these are going to be in begin mode. And the first payment being made today. All of these should signify that you're setting your calculator to begin mode. Remember, end mode is the default. So if there is no wording or no instruction about payments being made up front or today or immediately, then you're pretty safe leaving your calculator in end mode. Okay. Just remember, when you go on to the next problem, make sure that you are checking to see what mode you're in, because that always breaks my heart when I see students, oh, I left my calculator in begin mode after the first begin mode question, and they just get 2 or 3 answers wrong, and that drops them a letter grade sometimes. So I want you to avoid that mistake. Lastly, not understanding the final answer. So you're able to read the question, you're able to extract the terms correctly, you're able to put the terms correctly in the time value of money, in the time value of money in your financial calculator, but you don't understand what the question is asking, and therefore you have the wrong answer. So for example, a lot of students, I'll give you a chance to read this now. You can pause the video. A lot of students get the following wrong. This is the answer I get from a lot of students. Okay, and the answer is going to be I have it here on the side because, okay. Now, maybe you got this exact same answer and you're wondering what's wrong, right? Okay, let's go through the problem fairly quickly. You have $10,000 in credit card debt, right? The annual rate on this credit card is 19% compounded monthly. So these are a little tricky because the compounding is happening monthly, okay? So if you commit to making payments of $250 a month, and here's a question. Notice I always like to use a different color for the question. How many years will it take for you to pay off this credit card? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to list all my time value of money terms here on the side. NI, present value, payment, and future value. So what is our period term? So remember, this is in years, but the compounding is happening monthly. So how many years? This is what we're looking for, right? What's the interest rate? So the interest rate is going to be 19%. That's our yearly rate. We need to divide that by 12. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'll do it when I pull the calculator up. Present value, well, we owe $10,000. Our payments, these are negative, right? They're payments we're making, or it's going to be $250 a month. And because we're planning on paying this off, right, the future value, we want our credit card to go to 0. So let's pull up our financial calculator. As always, second clear time value of money. We are looking for N. So the interest rate is 19 divided by 12. That'll give us our monthly rate, okay? Plug that in. Present value, the $10,000 is going to be a positive because it's money we've borrowed, right? Present value. And we're making payments of $250 a month. And we want our credit card to go to 0. So we compute N, 63.86. Now you're saying, well, yeah, that's the answer here, 0.87 with rounding, okay? But this answer, what is wrong with this answer? This answer is in months. This answer is in months. Remember, we have compounded monthly, right? So we need to actually divide 63.87 divided by 12. And the correct answer is 5.32 years. 5.32 years. I see this a lot. I see this mistake a lot. Make sure you know what compounding terms you're in, right? Because it's compounded monthly. We're going to get the total number of months. But the question is asking how many years. So we just simply need to convert. I see this mistake a lot. Please don't make this mistake. It'll save you some points, hopefully on your exam when it comes to time value of money. If you have any time value of money questions, please drop it in the comments and I would be happy to make a video for you explaining the solution to the problem that you are sharing with me. Great. I'll see you guys in the next video.